Hey, what's going on, people? It's your man Willie C. back one more time. Oh man, what's the day? January 28th, 2019. Government shutdown's over for the time being until February 15th. All the federal workers can get a check, support their families. That's a good thing. You know what, man? I've been watching TV almost. I work midnight. I work the midnight shift, so I usually get up around 2 o'clock, pick my kids up from school, and then from like maybe about 6 to 9, before I go back into work, I sit here and watch CNN, the local news and stuff. This metoo movement, I'm just going to come straight out and tell you, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a man. I think most of these women are money hungry, attention seeking whores. I think most of these women are full of shit. I really do. I have no sympathy for a grown woman that says she was raped and waits 10, 15, 20, 25 years before she comes out and says anything. The only people I feel sorry for are children. Now, if you were raped or molested as a child under the age of 18, then I can see you being so traumatized and mentally effed up in the head that it would take you 20 or 25 years to come out and say that it happened to you. I have all the sympathy in the world for children that are victims of child molestation, rape. My heart goes out to them. I got 3 kids. My heart goes out to the children. I can see them taking 20, 25 years to, finally come to terms with it and admit and go public with what happened to them. So let's get that out of the way. But when it comes to these grown women, these grown bitches, you know what I'm saying? For them to, you got some of these women. Well, when I was 27 years old, I was a single mother with 3 kids to support, and I was working as a secretary for Mr. Smith or Mr. Jones or Mr. Johnson or whoever. And he called me into his office and locked the door, and he told me that if I didn't give him a blowjob, I'd be fired. So I had 3 kids to support, so I felt like I had to do it, and he forced me. And okay, Mrs. Gold Digging Whore, when did this happen? Well, it happened back in 1996. What the fuck? What, bitch? Is you fucking serious? Is you fucking serious? Bitch, is you fucking serious? Now you want to expose Mr. Johnson or Mr. Smith as a rapist You know what I'm saying? A male chauvinist pig. Bitch, you done waited 20, 25 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Well, and you know, all of them say the same thing. Well, I'm not in it for the money. I just want to expose this man for what he did to me, and I want to give enlightenment on what's going on in the workplace, and hopefully this won't happen to another woman. And well, bitch, you stayed silent for 25 years. Well, what about the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of women that got raped and forced to give blowjobs and fuck for their job during those 25 years? How did you help them? You know what I'm saying? Most of these bitches in this metoo movement are full of shit. They are full of shit. 9 times out of 10, most of these bitches, they stayed silent because the money was good. The money was good. And now that none of these bitches ever come out with these rape allegations until they're broke and the money's not coming in. That's when they come out with these rape allegations. Now that that man's not paying them no more, the same thing with these Hollywood actresses, these actors. I'll say this, probably 95% of the women in Hollywood that a lot of y'all are in love with and y'all idolize them, you go see every movie they come out, that they're in when they come out, 95% of those women have fucked and sucked dick in order to get a part in a movie. You can go down the line to the most famous actress in Hollywood. 95% of them have fucked and sucked dick to get a role in a movie. Damn near all of them actors have sold they soul to the fucking devil to get where they are. And the only reason they come out with these rape allegations is because they're not getting those big roles anymore. The minute that billionaire CEO, director, or producer doesn't come through with what they promised them, that's when they yell rape. Now, am I saying that all of these women are gold-digging whores? No. But I'm willing to say 95% of them. There's a small percentage of these women who were forcibly raped against their will. And to those women, my heart goes out to you. And I hope the man gets prosecuted and thrown in jail for what he did. But 95% of these women are gold-digging, attention-seeking whores. They weren't forced to get on their knees and suck dick, lick balls, lick ass, whatever fucking perverted shit they had to do in order to get that money. Those women willingly prostituted themselves in order to get those big roles in Hollywood, in order to be on the A-list, you know what I'm saying, in order to get that big mansion in Beverly Hills or Malibu. Most of those women straight up prostituted themselves, and they weren't forced. They were offered. That billionaire CEO, he offered them, hey, Look, baby, you fine as hell. Why don't you go ahead and let me and a couple of my buddies run a train on you? I'll make sure you get it. I'll make sure you get an Oscar. I'll make sure that the next 10 movies you're in, you're going to get the leading role. I'm going to guarantee you $50 million to $60 million a year. Big house, brand new cars. I guarantee it, baby. All you got to do is let me and a couple of my other billionaire buddies run a train on you. I mean, you got a gangbang, lick ass, let us jack off on your face, and we going to videotape the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So, those women were offered. They weren't forced. Those women weren't forced. And being the gold-digging, fame-seeking sluts and whores that they are, they went along with it. But as soon as that CEO or producer did not come through with what they promised them, they yelled rape. They're full of shit. Most of these women I have no sympathy for. Like I said, the only ones I have sympathy for are children. Children who were raped and molested. But these grown bitches in their 20s and 30s talking about they had to, I was threatened with my job if I didn't do this or that. Man, get the hell out of here. Bitch, you waited 20 years to say something? These bitches are full of shit. They're full of shit. All right, y'all. That's just my opinion on this whole Me Too movement. I think it's just a bunch of bitter, gold-digging sluts and whores trying to get paid. That's basically it. So, some of y'all ain't gonna like it, but I mean, that's all good. I mean, I ain't on here to please nobody. Like I said before, if you get mad over my opinion, you got a pretty sad life. I'm just a guy with a camera making a YouTube video. That's it. I ain't changing the world. So, you get mad at my opinion, you got a pretty sad life. Alright, I'll holler back.